Okay, this video here is going to be a real quick and brief coverage on the operation of my Edison Amberola 30. And it's just going to be real quick, kind of a thing. So in case you end up running across one of these and you have one or you find one and just want to know how to operate it, this will kind of help you out a little bit here. So in general, you have your crank over here, right here, and you crank it up till you feel some reasonable tension. Don't go crazy with it. You know, there is a spring inside there, inside a canister. And on that note, let me just add that if you ever do need to take this apart, kind of goes without saying, if you need to take it apart to service it for whatever reason, you're exploring it, learning it, whatever, make sure that you have turned it on and ran the spring down completely before you do anything. That's where you start. Don't do anything unless you've done that first for maintenance. Okay, with that said, you crank it up here, and then this carriage here slides over, and I don't know if I can get here, if I can get down far enough. Okay, you can see the diamond head underneath there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's on the, you want to make sure it is on the blue emerald part, and that if there's any, you can look, if you look closely, you'll see some little tiny cracks on the outer edge of this. Okay. They don't go into the recorded surface, so you're okay with that. Don't worry about it. But make sure that your stylus or diamond tip is in past those, in that there's a big blank space there, kind of like a normal phonograph record. You'll have a gap there. And so once you've got it set there, then you can turn it on with this lever right here. That flips it on. Let it get up to speed. And then this lever right here in the upright position holds the diamond tip up, and then you just rotate it down and it starts playing. It's really that simple. Okay, and then you know, you can raise it up and turn it back off. There are different adjustments to this, and keeping it serviced and your carriage sliding nice and smooth is very important. Really basic maintenance. Keep this guide rod here lubricated. I like to use a particular synthetic gun lube that I've found that works fantastic. It doesn't attract dust and it doesn't get sticky like 3-in-1 or something. It's called Slip 2000, and it's fantastic. The other thing, if you look down underneath the blue cylinder, that gray rod underneath there is actually a fine threaded rod. And the carriage actually has an arm that goes down onto that. And that threaded rod is what pulls the carriage along. So keep that nice and clean. And, you know, I also put a drop or two of that Slip 2000 on there occasionally. And so that's kind of, you know, if you get any dust, just kind of wipe the needle off. There are ways to adjust the speed on this. This particular model does not have a speed knob on it, so you have to kind of get into it and adjust it with a tension screw, but we won't get into that in this video. If anyone needs to know how to do that, I'm more than happy to help you do that. And as you move the carriage across, this one here, as you can see, as the carriage goes across, it rocks the speaker, okay? And that's how that one works. Whereas the Edison phonograph, the whole speaker actually kind of swings this way. Okay, just to do same theory, but instead of rocking left and right, it swings. So you know, you do need to make sure that things are oiled appropriately. If it's been sitting for a long time, it's probably going to need to be gone through, clean all the hardened grease and stuff out of. But if you get one and it's working, that's how you turn it on and that's how you operate it. And that's your Edison Amberola Model 30 Basic 101. That's the basics of it. All right? Thank you very much. God bless America.